So you can just come to a comfortable sitting position, whatever it is for you. If you want to sit on a cushion or onto something to just support your pelvis, to lift it up a little bit higher so that you can relax your knees and your feet. Or if you want to come directly on your mat, you can also sit against a wall. We are going to start tonight with a breathing technique with my favorite pranayama. It's a Nadi Shodhana, or alternate nostril breathing. For me, it's the most calming and the most grounding one. So as it speaks to the subject of our lesson, the anti-stress yoga, I think it would be good to start with this. Just check that you are placed comfortably, that you can stay here for a few minutes, that your back is straight so that the energy and the air can circulate freely in your body. Especially it's important for the connection of all your energy channels, and if you know that our energy is running from below upwards, so at any moment if you are breaking a bit your posture, it can be just blocked on a physical level. So always try to keep your back straight. This is also why the posture is so important. Your neck is long, chin is a bit relaxed, top of the head to the sky, and start by closing your eyes for a moment. Just feel your position, feel yourself in the space. How you are sitting, how you are placed, how do you feel all of your body parts. Feel that the bottom of your body is well grounded and completely relaxed, like it's a bit heavier than the upper part, so that you can really release the weight of it on the ground. At the same time, from the bottom, from your basis, you are growing higher and your back is very long. Your spinal cord, the top of the head is always going higher and higher to the sky. Connect to your breath and just feel the breath of this moment. What is the quality of your breath? How do you inhale and exhale? Is it shortened? Is it shallow? Or is it very deep and calm by default? Just checking in for a moment. And then slowly we will start the breathing practice, our pranayama. So for that you can take your right hand and bend your first two fingers. So the finger which you are pointing and the middle one. And then we will use the ring finger and the thumb to close the nostrils. So alternatively, only one hand we are using for that. And you can start by closing the right one so that you will breathe in through the left. Then you close both of your nostrils and you breathe out through the right. Now breathe in through the right, close both nostrils again, and breathe out through the left. Again, you breathe in on the left side, close both for a short moment, breathe out right. We always breathe in on one side and we breathe out on the opposite side. Then same here, you breathe in and you breathe out. So you have a kind of a circle, closed circle. Inhale one side, exhale the opposite, inhale same side, and exhale the opposite. If you understood the technique, I hope I'm explaining well. then you can just close your eyes, go into it, and with every breath that you take, try to slow it down so that your breath, both inhale and exhale, become slower and deeper. Like if you give it a bit more quality to the breath. So slower means that it goes longer with the time. And at the same time, do it without any kind of sound, so that it's very, very light, like you're just breathing in and letting it come inside you. And then when you breathe out without any rush, just releasing the breath very, very slowly. And even after the exhale, if you feel this rush to breathe in a bit harder, try to resist it and do it very softly. Breathe in one side. Even if your nostril is blocked, one of them, still stay in the process and just go with the feeling. Breathe in one side, breathe out the opposite side. Then breathe in same side and breathe out the opposite. So I will do it shortly with you and I will tell you when to stop. We continue the pranayama. Breathe in from one side, breathe out from the opposite. Do one more round very slowly. Breathe in from one side. Close your both nostrils for a moment. Breathe out from the opposite side. Breathe in, same side. Close again both of your nostrils. And breathe out from the opposite side. Your one cycle is finished. Release your hand. Bring it back onto your lap. Close your both eyes if they were open, and just stay for a moment in the connection with your breath, so that you feel how the quality of your breath has changed. How do you feel the space of your chest, space of your head, the space also around your head, the energy that flows and covers you around? What do you feel in your belly and all the space around? There are a few main centers of your energy flows, so connect to them quickly just to see how did it change if you compare the state of your body, state of your mind, and also the quality of your breath to the beginning of the practice. Okay, slowly open your eyes, and we will now go and change the position. Stay on your all four or tabletop position. I will stay this way so that you can see me better. And your knees are placed right under your hips, hands right under your shoulders. And here I invite you and encourage to just close your eyes and follow the natural movement of your body. So you can start by moving your head side to side without much of thinking. Just see what speaks to you right now as the movement. You can start to move your shoulders a little bit side to side. You can go and look behind you from one side and from the opposite to stretch a bit your sides, left and right. Move your hips also right and left, or you can push them to the back towards your heels, stretch your arms out, drop your head to the front, and then slowly come back. See if you want to also include your legs, your feet in the movement, so that you can push one leg further away, the other one, just whatever you need right now to wake up a bit the body, to prepare it for the asanas that are coming, and also to get in the better connection with it. So just go with the feeling. What is it that your body is asking and what it requires in the moment? And I will give you one more moment to just do some kind of free movements. Something very lazy and very soft. And then we will do the cat and cow, but we will modify it slightly from the classical version. So for that, first bring your toes on the ground so that your heels are staying up. When you breathe in, you will bring your head and your coccyx up. You will curve your back in the middle. And when you breathe out, you will push your pelvis back to the heels, all the way to the back. So then when you touch your heels, you can start to walk with your hands to the front and drop your head down. And push away from the mat to stretch a little bit more your back. So you're still walking with your hands to the front, stretching your arms all the way out. Go a little bit further away. And then when you breathe in, come back once again to your cat-cow, to the tabletop position, look in the front. And once again, push the pelvis to the back. Drop your head, walk with your hands to the front, stretch your back all the way through. Walk with your fingers a little bit more to the front. Really give a big stretch to your back. And then slowly come back again to your cat and cow. You can do it once again, so that from this position the coccyx always looks up until the moment when you drop it to the heels. And then we will change. We will start to round the back and do the same. So when your back is completely round, you are pushing the pelvis again far away to the back, to your heels, and you drop your head down, and you continue from this position when your back is round to push more to the back, and again stretch out with your arms to the front. When you breathe in, you can bring your head up first and come back to your cow, so that your head is up, coccyx is up, back is long. And once again you round the back, drop your head down, push your pelvis to the back, drop your head to the ground, stretch again your arms to the front. And once again, breathe in and come back. Okay, so now we will go for the puppy pose. It's going to be an opening for the chest, and at the same time stretching for your back. And I will show you several options how you can do. You keep first your knees on the level of your hips. Your feet can stay this way so that the heels are up and the toes are on the ground, or you can bring your feet on the ground. Then you walk with your hands to the front. You drop your head on the mat. Your pelvis stays up, your elbows come on the ground, so that your chest is really falling down to the ground, and you relax it more and more with every breath that you take. If you want to deepen the posture, then you take your cushions or your bolster, and you bring your forearms on it. And then you drop your head to the ground so that you feel it's gonna go much deeper. You will have more curve in your upper back. More opening for your chest. And at the same time, your arms have support, they can rest. We will keep this posture in this way so that the hips are staying on the level of your knees. So choose one or the other option. The second one with the support is quite deep. For example, personally, I really like it. I like how it opens up my chest. I like the curve in the upper back. But I understand that for some people it can be too much. So then you can just keep your forearms, your elbows and your hands on the ground and do the classical one. So when you are in the posture, just close your eyes and give up completely into the position so that your chest is really falling down. In Yin Yoga, this posture is called a melting heart. So imagine how your heart is just melting down and you bring your chest closer and closer to the mat, closer to the ground. And at the same time, of course, you're bringing your shoulder blades closer to each other and you're letting them completely release also towards the floor. So if someone would have pushed on them very softly to bring them lower and lower. Focus on this point in between your shoulder blades and just let it go deeper. Stay there for a few more breaths. I'm just turning off the commands so that you can see me better. Give it 2 more big breaths. Your pelvis is high, your chest is relaxed. Completely relax your head and neck. And slowly when you breathe out, go into your child pose. Release your pelvis onto your feet, onto your heels. Relax your head. Have your arms in the front or to the back. Whatever option of the child pose is better for you. Just have a moment there to take 2 big breaths and to feel the space of your heart, space of your chest, your upper back, how this posture has affected you, and how is now the quality of your breath. And then when you breathe in, slowly from the child pose come to a seated position. And you should sit now on the mat in the way how I am sitting, so that the mat is on the side of you. And you catch either your bolster or your 2 big cushions that you can put one onto the other, but they should be quite long. And then you drop your bolster to the left side of you so that your left hip is touching your cushions or your bolster. Okay? Your legs, you straighten them in the front and then you bend both and you bring them to the right side, to the right of you. The right leg goes a little bit more to the back so that it's not laying on the left one nor on the left foot. It goes all the way to the back. That way. Yes? Both feet are relaxed on the ground, both legs as well. And then you turn to the left side towards your cushions, your bolster, your support, and you start to walk with your hands towards the floor. So now you have few options. Either you just lay your head and you look to the right side, you stay here, or you turn your head and you look to the left so that your right ear is on your support. Your arms You can stay in this position when the forearms, the elbows are on the ground, or you can stretch them out completely to go a little bit deeper into the posture. And also turn the head the opposite side. You can also hug your cushion and get completely cozy here, but just see that you are not losing the twist. We are creating quite a deep twist in this position, and at the same time it's a very relaxing posture. You're just falling asleep onto a support. It comes from Yin Yoga. I think they're also using it in restorative class, so you can really keep it for a long time, and it's a very good one for the evening. It's a twist, but it's not very energizing twist like they can be. It's something that you do with a support so that you can really give all the weight of your body into the cushion. You can close your eyes there and just connect back to your breath and feel how the breath is changing when you are doing a twist. Because the space of your belly is also twisting up. Are you still capable of breathing in very deeply and engaging your belly when you inhale? Or do you feel that your breath starts to be shortened or becomes more shallow? Or maybe you are losing the flow of it at some point. So just stay attentive to see everything, what is happening during the posture. It's not only about physical posture and what you do with your body, it's also about the energy that is changing, what is happening inside you. So let's give it a few more big breaths. Release completely the weight of your body into your support. And slowly, when you breathe in, start to take support of your hands. Come up to a seated position. And now you have two choices. Either you just turn this way so that your right hip is now touching your cushion, or you move the cushion to the other side. So both legs are coming to the left. Left leg is a little bit further away, so that it doesn't lay on your right one, and you turn to the right towards your support. You start to walk with your hands. You can keep your elbows on the ground. Just check that you are not engaging your shoulders, that you can release them, and you turn your head either left or right. If you go and turn your head to the right, it will also create a twist in your neck. And it will also deepen the twist in your back. But see what is comfortable for you, what is the position for you right now. And then you can see if you want to stretch your arms out, if you want to hug your cushion and get really comfortable here. Just don't forget to wake up after. Close your eyes. Relax completely your upper back, your shoulders, your shoulder blades, your head and your neck. Relax your hips, your pelvis and all the pelvic area, your lower back, your both legs and both feet. Close your eyes and stay just connected to your breath, to feel how you are breathing in this position, to feel your heartbeat. With every breath that you take, when you exhale, release your body a little bit more. Relax all of your back a little bit more, like you're just giving your weight into the support, like you're just falling asleep there. And let's give it 2 more big breaths. When you breathe in, slowly start to take support again of your arms. Start to come to a seated position. And then we will go to the next pose, and I will again give you a few options. So it will be a half bridge position, but a supported version. You will need either your block or again your cushions for that, your yoga bolster. So first you lay on your back. You are completely flat on the ground, and your pelvis is now laying on the ground. Open your feet to the size of your hips, more or less. And then when you bring your hands down on the ground, bring your pelvis up. So if you go a little bit higher, this will be the classical half bridge position. But we want to do it with the support. So you can catch either your block and place it under the pelvis. So I like the high version, but this is very personal because I like back bends. You can turn the block this way and just have it as a support for your pelvis. You can catch your cushion because the block can be a bit hard, and drop that under your lower back. So it can be under the lower back, it can be a little bit lower under your sacrum. What we want to do, we want to have a soft back bend, and at the same time to release the weight of the pelvis, all the pelvic area, the sacrum, the coccyx into the support. So I think it's better when it's under the lower back. So not very much below, not under your buttocks, but under the lower back. And then you keep your feet on the ground, knees are looking up. This is also an option. Or the other one is when you stretch your legs completely out. But this can be too much intense for some people. So see and play a little bit with how you're feeling it. Just check that the weight of your pelvic area is released into your support, that you are not holding it up. And at the same time, you have a very soft back bend. You can just close your eyes and keep your hands in a comfortable position. I also like to add the opening for the chest, so I spread my arms to the sides. It will release the weight of the shoulders, but you can find, of course, a position that speaks to you, that feels like a right one right now in this moment. So release completely your coccyx, your sacrum, your pelvis, your hips, all the bottom of your body. Feel how it's laying down on your support, how your feet and your legs are relaxed wherever they are placed. The weight of your back is also released in the ground. Your shoulders are very heavy. The neck is long so that the chin is looking towards your chest, and your arms are placed in a comfortable way. Close your eyes and again see how is now the quality of your breath. How do you feel the flow of your breath? You are in the half inversion position, so that the space of your heart is lower on the level than your head. See how is it affecting your breath, your heartbeat, and the overall state of your body, your mind, your spirit. Just be attentive to feel. And let's give it 2 more big breaths here. Okay, if you had a cushion under your lower back, you can actually move directly in the next posture. I will show how to do it, how to release if you had a block. So for those who had a cushion, something soft, now you can just bring your both legs up and see that your cushion is placed in the way that it supports you. Like right now, I'm not putting any kind of effort into having my legs up because my cushion is placed very well. It just supports me in the way that I can stay here for 15 minutes or half an hour. It's not gonna require me any effort and I'm not engaging my core in any way. Okay, my feet are relaxed completely. Legs are slightly spread apart. There is a little bit of space. They are not close together completely. Or if you're using your block, it's actually exactly the same. You just have to find a good emplacement for it. So it can be under your lower back for some people. It can be completely far away so that only your coccyx is laying on it. Just play a bit with the positioning of the block or your cushion, the support that you have, so that you find this magical point. It's actually a lot of fine-tuning to see where is the point where you can stay and you will feel fine here. Again, we are not engaging the core, we are not engaging any muscles to keep the legs up. Your lower part, your pelvis is supported by the cushion, by the brick, whatever you have close to you. If you don't have anything, you can do it against the wall. But the effect for me feels different. When my legs are just like that in the air, I get more feeling of connection with this energy flow rather than when I'm just against the wall. But try it anyway if you don't have any kind of support. Instead of engaging your muscles and keeping yourself here with an effort, just go against the wall and bring your legs up. So when you are here, first create a little bit of space in between your legs so that they are not touching each other, nor the feet, not the feet nor the knees. Relax your feet and your toes completely. If you want, of course, you can move and wiggle a little bit. You can use this opportunity to make some yoga for your feet and your toes. And then just find a static position where your legs are completely relaxed without any movement. Close your eyes and just again stay attentive to what is happening. How do you feel the space of your feet? How do you feel this energy flow that is coming from your toes, from your feet, upwards? So from your feet to your knees, to your hips, to your upper body. You are now in complete inversion, but in a very soft one. You get all the same benefits of the inversion without bringing any effort. So we are inverting the circulation of the blood. All day long the blood is running to your feet, to your legs, so that you can get this feeling of heaviness in your feet, or maybe if they are even swollen. So this is very, very good to invert it now, to bring it upside down. And at the same time, there is also inversion of your energy flows. So there is energy that is always flowing downwards, naturally. And now it's going from your feet upwards, and it's clashing with other energies in your in the space of your belly, in the space of your chest. So you will feel how it's all happening. It's completely normal if your feet start to fall asleep, if they become numb, your toes, your lower legs. This is all fine. Just stay here and feel the breath, feel the flow in your legs. Stay attentive to what is happening here. If there are any people with a high blood pressure who are doing this lesson right now, you should go out from the posture and by default avoid this kind of inversions. I'm sorry not to say it before, but yeah, I actually count that people who are already practicing yoga will join, but it's really important to still mention that. So it's better for you to release and just stay down, laying onto something or sitting onto something. And in the future, check that you are not doing any kind of inversions when your legs are up. If you don't have any problems with the high blood pressure, you can stay here actually as long as it feels fine. It's also completely normal to start to feel some kind of pressure in the head. This is actually the reason why it's not recommended for people with high blood pressure. All the energy that is flowing to the top of your head, also stay in the connection of it, to feel the space of your head and especially the top of your head. And let's give it one more big breath here. Very slowly release it, attentively. So start to bend one of your leg, then the other one. Very slowly place them on the ground. Bring your pelvis a little bit higher to remove your support. And just lay down for a moment on the mat, completely flat. Your back is resting. And spread your feet to the sides of your mat. Close your knees together, so feet are apart, knees are closed. Close your eyes and just feel what is happening now inside you. How is your heartbeat? How is your breath? Compare the quality of your breath to the beginning of the practice. Feel all this flow of the energy running from your feet to the upper body. Feel how your feet are right now. Maybe there is some tickling or feeling, or maybe it feels like a wave, like numbness. It's also completely normal. Or maybe there is something else, like some warmth overall in your legs. So be attentive to these moments when you release the posture as well. This is very important. And now you can find your place back to a seated position. And before I release you completely and I let you go into your Shavasana, I want to ask you to still make few breaths just through the left nostril. So it's different from the pranayama that we have done in the beginning. If you want, you can also do it, of course, in the laying position, but it will be less beneficial. So you can again take your right hand in the same way. Close only your right nostril and just breathe in and out from the left one. Just both inhale and exhale through the left nostril. Few times. Close your right one and breathe in through the left. Breathe out through the left. And continue in this way. You can do it without any pause, just natural breath going only through the left one. Only the left nostril is working. The right one is closed. Make one more big breath. Inhale through the left nostril. Exhale completely. And now you can find your place in Shavasana in the final relaxation. I encourage you to use again your bolster or your cushions and tuck them under your knees so that your knees are supported, your legs are straight, and when you lay down on your back, this will soften up your lower back. It will lay down completely on the ground. You will see that even your sacrum and then your coccyx are laying on the ground, and it will really release this space. This is very important because we are sitting a lot all the time, so let your lower back relax. At the same time, open your knees a little bit to the sides so that they are not looking up to the sky, but you are letting them fall down to the outer sides, and your feet also to the external sides so that they look like an open book to you. Relax your arms, turn your palms upwards, release completely your shoulders, let them get very heavy. Your neck is long. Drop your chin towards your chest so that the chin is not looking up. Release it a little bit lower. See that the head is placed well on the ground. And see that overall you are supported well by your cushion, that you are placed in a comfortable way on the ground so that you can relax completely in your laying position. Close your eyes. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. And release completely the weight of your body. Then do it once again. Breathe in deeply through your nose and breathe out through your mouth to let go everything. And now feel how your body is getting much heavier. Your legs and your arms are completely relaxed. Your head is getting heavier. Your breath is changing. Your eyes are closed. You stay aware, you stay present, and at the same time, completely relaxed. Feel that you are relaxed. Breathe in again deeply through your nose. Connect again back to your body. Feel how it's laying on the ground. Feel the space around you. Stay with your eyes closed for a moment and just start to wiggle your toes, your fingers. Wake up yourself with some small movements, lazy ones. You can turn your head side to side. You can bring your arms above your head and give yourself a big stretch. You can point your feet to the front, remove your cushion from under your knees. And feel free to make any other kind of movements to wake up yourself and to get back into the connection with your physical body, with your breath, with your mind. And then you can slowly lay down on one side, bring your knees closer to your chest, hug yourself, give it one more big breath. And then come to your seated position. If you are still with your eyes closed, stay there. Bring your hands together. Start to rub them against each other to create some warmth in between. Very, very quickly, so that you really feel the warmth in between your hands. And then you close your eyes with your hands, with the palms of your hands, so that the space around your eyes gets warm. Breathe in once again. Breathe out. Open your eyes. And then slowly open your hands. I want to thank you very much for being here tonight with me, for practicing